Oh, hi, podcast listeners. There's many ways you can listen to the Real Nerds podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes. You can also subscribe on Stitcher Radio. You want to send us a Twitter message? You can do that. It's so easy, at Real Nerds. Like us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. You can visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com, where there'll be a lot of articles for you to not only read, but to listen to our previous shows. Do you like your stories told through pictures? Then you can also follow us at Real Nerds on Instagram. You can also call us, 720-6nerds5. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd
Doesn't talk film. I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Heidi ho and howdy do. Welcome to another fun episode of Real Nerds Podcast, where every week we see a new movie and we podcast our experience to the world. This week we saw The Naked Gun. Stay tuned where we will recommend the film or not, play the trailer, then spoil a comedy, and then talk about the big movie news of the week and movies or TV shows or whatever we want we watch throughout the week. I'm joined always by Brad.
What's up?
Oh, you know, living the dream.
Yeah.
You're coming up on your screening for your film for the 48 hour. Hey, I hope you win some awards this time.
That's always the hope.
Yep. But you know what? Like I said last week, it looks great. So good job.
Thank you.
Sweet. So yeah, I got really nothing else going on this week. All I do is work all the time.
Same.
And I don't have anything fun to say. So let's get right into it, Brad.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Do you recommend The Naked Gun?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It wasn't a laugh out loud for me, but it was like inside my brain. That was clever. That was funny. I was hoping with the modernization it would be something like 21 Jump Street or something, but it's really just like honoring that era of comedy while just adding a couple new things to it. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I really like this film. I love spoof movies, and I'll talk about it when we review it, but I feel like lately there's been just this huge nothingness when it comes to comedies as a whole, and I've kind of missed them. When I was in the theater and just having fun with a silly movie, it just felt good in my soul. Here's a trailer for The Naked Gun.
Thanks. Once you kill a man for revenge, there's no going back. A voice in your head sang over and over, "That was awesome."
Who are you?
Drebin. Detective Frank Drebin. Thanks.
Police squad has always been the elite of the elite.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
And you, Frank, are the best of the best.
I need a bathroom. I need this one immediately.
There's a line, man.
Police business. Oh, I'm gonna ruin another suit.
Over here, Lieutenant. I think someone murdered my brother.
Please, take a chair.
Thank you.
I'll find them. This is what I do. Says you served 20 years for man's laughter.
You mean manslaughter?
Must have been quite the joke.
They're going to shut down police squad if you do not solve this case. Do this by the book.
Show a little respect!
Why? Who's gonna arrest me? Other cops?
Yes.
Is she serious?
Is he serious?
No.
It seems Mr. Drebin might be more of a problem than we thought.
I want you to keep an eye on him.
This oven is disgusting.
Rest assured, I won't stop until I've found justice.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass. Nobody messes with Police Squad.
We've upgraded your car with the most advanced crime-fighting tech.
Drive forward 30 feet. Pretty smooth.
Oh!
This place is falling apart.
Naked Gun stars Leslie Nielsen as Frank Drebin Jr. He has to contend with Police Squad possibly being shut down because of their methods, even though he's usually pretty good at catching bad guys. The way he does it doesn't really work out very well. So he has to contend with that, and there's a new crime, obviously, and they literally call it the plot. Is
the plot device?
The plot device. And what I appreciate is the plot really doesn't matter in these movies. It's all about the setup. And Liam Neeson is game, and I think having him in this role works really well. Pam Anderson is great in the movie. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun, watching it. The whole time he's just trying to help Pam. It literally is kind of beat for beat like the original, where Frank Drebin finds this really attractive girl. She's tied up in this plot, and he tries to help her. And how he gets there is just gag after gag. And you're right. These movies, not every gag is going to land, but you have to stick with it and know that it's going to be silly enough that you're going to have fun.
Yeah, I love the coffee cup gag.
Yeah.
Which is probably most of the gags for the start of the movie. And then when he's like, would you like to take a seat? She's like, no, I have plenty of those at home. So yeah, but then later she changes her mind and she does take the chair out of the police office.
Oh yeah.
And
that's
bangs
cool,
it against the wall as she goes. That's really funny.
Yeah, because they set that joke up in the trailer, but there is a whole other 2 or 3 minutes of her there. Then she eventually just takes the chair.
But yeah, I wish they did the coffee cup all the way through, because it really kind of stops at that point.
Yeah, but it is really funny. The coffee cup gag. I laughed when they already have a cup and they give him a new one. They just throw it on the ground.
Yep.
Or that one scene where it's gigantic for some reason.
Yep. They just get bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Or he's driving and it's handed to him. One of my favorite lines, and I say this in a lot of spoofs, I always love the lines that are kind of hidden and thrown away. And at one point, Drebin is talking to Nordberg, and he says, I don't want to get in a fight with City Hall. He says, you can. It's a building.
Yeah.
It's stupid, but it's awesome. It just works so well. And
then he was talking to Danny Houston when he first meets him at that party, and then he walks off screen and then appears on the other side. He's trying to find his way out. Yeah.
And when he gives a big speech and he changes with Dave Bautista for just some reason, it's just great.
His stand-in, yeah.
Because even Danny Houston says, this is what it's like to be in a fight? I don't want to be in a fight.
Yeah, he throws one punch.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, and I saw it twice, and the first time I fell asleep during the snowman part.
Oh, yeah, so the snowman part?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's what I love. I knew that because as a Lonely Island guy and how weird they are, they're just going to go for it. And how jealous the snowman got when they're having a three-way.
Yep. It turns into a horror movie at that point. Yeah.
It's so great.
Yeah. I also happened to watch someone screen 33 1/3 at the Bug before or the night that this came out. So I saw the old one. There's something about Leslie Nielsen's performance in that made me think of Steve Carell. And Liam Neeson did great and all, but I kind of felt like I wanted to see Carell do this, but also I can see him not doing it because of Get Smart. which feels like a very similar performance that he would probably turn in. So, but yeah, his mannerisms in the old movies very much felt like Steve Carell's Don Adams performance. So
yeah, and I read an interview with Liam Neeson, and he talks about, and I've always said this, you have to treat the dialogue that it's 100% serious, because you can't be winking at the camera. That's why those scary movie, disaster movies, those aren't real spoofs to me, because they're making fun of specific movies, which these do too, but that's not the point of them. The point is you get people to tell the jokes, just like you can't get in a fight with a building. It's so fucking stupid, but you have to say it in a way that the actors believe what they're saying. And there is an art to it. It's not as easy as it looks. Kevin Durant is looking at them with the heat-seeing thing, and he thinks they're fucking the dog.
Yeah.
It's the stuff I love. I love stuff like that. I mean, the snowman bit was probably my favorite bit in the whole film, just because it's out of nowhere. I have no idea why they put it in there. And then after I watched it, I read an interview with the director and writer, and he said that the studio wanted him to cut it, and he refused. So good for him.
Also, the first time around, like when they're escaping on the motorbikes, the villains, like the biker gang, they're like, "I'll meet you at Weird Al's place." I was like, "That's so random." Like, I know, I get the reference because he's like in the other movies, but so I missed that, and then the second time around, like that plus the post credits were at the club. He's like,
"Yeah,
Weird Al's there, and where's everybody?" That was great.
And see, I love too because Weird Al embraced it. My favorite cameo of the year. He embraces that he's the only entertainment for these billionaire guys and the end of the world, but he's funny, and you have to know that it's a joke, but you have to be willing to go for it. And they got the right people, and the movie's really funny. I think everybody should see it. It's some of the most fun I had at the movies this year, just because I miss movies like that.
Yeah, I can't remember like when they stopped doing those. Like it feels like they've been not doing them for 20 years.
Yeah, no, I agree. So it's just like I said, it's just nice to see, because you don't need super raunchy comedies. I just want to laugh and have fun, and Liam Neeson hanging onto an owl trying to catch bad guys is fun to me, and I like it, and that's all I want to see.
Cool.
Hey, before we get out of this, Corinne actually sent us her review of not only The Naked Gun, but of The Fantastic Four. Here's what Corinne had to say.
Hey nerds, Corinne here, just checking in. I was hoping to join Brad and Ryan on the Fantastic Four episode, but then they forgot to tell me when they were recording, so missed that. And then for the Naked Gun episode tonight, I wasn't able to make it because they recorded at 8 p.m. on a Friday, and I'm like, hey, for once I actually have something to do. So yeah, anyway, I'm checking in to let you guys know I saw both movies and had a lot of fun. Fantastic Four, it was nice to have an MCU movie where there wasn't kind of any prerequisite, viewing. It's like you just go in cold and you meet all these new characters, you meet this new world, you have fun. The middle action scene was a lot of fun. I've only seen the movie once, and that was like 3 weeks ago now, but I had a lot of fun with it. I'd see it again for sure. And did it get me hyped for Doomsday? Not really. But I did like the characters, and one thing I liked about the movie is that with the Fantastic Four, I think we got to see a scene with pretty much every combination of the 6 characters. Or at least like every pairing, not like a necessarily romantic pairing, but just every 2 possible duos, right? It's like every possible combination of 2 characters, we got to see and we got to see like their chemistry and their vibe and what their exact dynamic is with each other. And that was really nice. And even throw Franklin in the mix there. I guess it's not really spoilers because it's in the trailer, but yeah. So yeah, seeing how like each of them interact with Franklin and feel about him and feel about that dynamic. So it was very cute. So I liked Fantastic Four. I think it was my favorite of the Marvel movies this year, and I would definitely see it again. But honestly, I think I had more fun at Naked Gun. I don't think I've ever seen any of the Naked Gun movies. The only like old school spoof movie I've seen was Top Secret that Ryan lent a few years ago for the episode 600 that we did. And I'd say it's on par, maybe even slightly better than Top Secret. Oh my gosh, it was just like a joke a minute. It was just like boom, boom, boom. Like it was, I think it was like perfect for me because I grew up watching Taken and watching a lot of those like very self-serious like action movies, and there were a couple of different things there where I felt like, you know, they referenced Taken a couple, or not like directly referenced, but some moments felt very like Taken-esque. A few things kind of felt like a little John Wick. The plot felt like something out of the Kingsman. Like I think it's literally like the Kingsman plot of like, we're gonna use radio waves to like turn people crazy and have them all kill each other kind of thing. And yeah, I was like, isn't that the plot of Kingsman? And I'm like, that's kind of the point. And like Liam Neeson was so much fun because I feel like he's playing somebody who's serious, and it's and he doesn't realize like how ridiculous everything is, and it was pitch perfect. There were several jokes I laughed out loud at, but there were two back to back kind of toward the end that like just, I mean, I would have probably been rolling on the floor laughing if I wasn't in the theater and the floor was absolutely disgusting. But it was just the fact that they were just boom, boom, like right there next to each other. And I really want to see the movie again, partly because it was so funny, and partly because I could tell that there were a lot of things going on in the background that if you were paying attention or if you read it really fast, like you would see. I guess mild spoilers, but there's a scene at the end where they're at an arena, and the arena is named like Crypto.com Arena. And it's just like, that's perfect. And a lot of people are saying like, oh, it's not, you know, the fact that this movie isn't being political. And I'm like, I think it is, or at least maybe it depends on who's watching it. Like you might see different jokes that land for different audiences, but at least for me, I felt like there were some jokes that were very like taking shots at maybe the more conservative side of America. And there's the one where it's like, yeah, you shot my brother. And it's like, oh, I shoot a lot of guys. You're going to have to be specific. It's like, he shot him when he was, you know, whatever. And it's like, okay, that doesn't narrow it down at all. And he's like, he was a white guy. Oh, how is Frank? You know? Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah, I had a ton of fun with Naked Gun. I would totally go see it again. I went to see it with a bunch of friends, and admittedly, like, I was probably each of us walked out liking it to a very, very different degree. Like, my roommate, she was on the far end of the not like spectrum. Like, she didn't hate it, but she didn't have fun. Whereas I was probably more on the like it end of the spectrum. And then my friend Brett, like, he loved it. He was just like hooting and hollering, just like laughing out loud. And honestly, I think part of the reason I liked it so much is because I had a good crowd to see it with. Like, he was not the only one laughing, but he was definitely the loudest because he was closest to me. But there were people behind us, people in front of us. We were all laughing. So, I mean, if I saw it in an empty theater, I don't know if I'd have as much fun, but yeah. So, if possible, see it with a crowd. That's what I would say. But it stinks that it didn't make more money. I think a lot of people are waiting to see it at home. They're waiting to watch it at home. I heard a couple of different people say that it was hard to justify spending, you know, like $20 or however many dollars to see this movie in a theater when it's not even 90 minutes. Like, it's like 80, 88, 85, something like that. And it's like, I get it. I mean, it's easy for me to say because I have the Regal Pass, but I'm like, I understand the logic, but this is definitely one of those, it's without a doubt one of the best theater experiences I've had. Probably since Endgame, to be quite honest with you. Because I'm like, well, we haven't really had like a Star Wars movie. I guess Spider-Man, No Way Home. That was probably the closest. But this was definitely like my best theater experience of the year for sure. And probably definitely one of my best since Endgame. So, yeah, if you haven't seen it, please do so. I think it's worth seeing in the theater. But again, if there's a crowd, I think you'll have more fun. So, yeah. I was going to tell you guys about a bunch of other stuff I've been watching, but it ain't worth it now, so save that for another time. Anyway, I am going to Colorado Springs Comic-Con tomorrow. I got roped into it. It's weird because I'm like, we go from never been to a Comic-Con before, now I'm going to 2 in 1 year. Don't know how that happened. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun. Very low-key. I'm not like, rushing to get to anywhere at a specific time. It's like, we're just going to take our time. We're going to see everything that's going on. We're going to have fun. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll check in with you guys next time about that and probably something else. But until then, keep it real, nerds. Bye.
That's cool. Corinne also liked The Naked Gun. It's an acquired taste, those kind of films. My wife can't stand them. She likes things like Talladega Nights.
Okay.
But these kind of movies, she kind of balks at, which I don't get it. Sometimes I don't even know why I'm married for 17 years. Yeah. Thanks, Corinne, for calling in, as always. This is the big movie news of the week.
It's real news!
Brad, if I told you August 1st meant something, do you know what it means? Bro, it's Spider-Man Day.
Oh.
So the greatest superhero of all time, it's Spider-Man Day because Amazing Fantasy 15 was released in August of 1962. So they celebrate Spider-Man's birthday is actually August 10th, I think, according to his passport. But August 1st is known as Spider-Man Day. And what was really cool is Spider-Man Brand New Day, which comes out next July, released a little teaser of Pete Spider-Man fighting on a tank and using practical web slinging where it's not CGI. So that'd be kind of interesting to see how they pull it off. I'm guessing they're going to enhance it with CGI because someone slinging on a string is noticeable.
But isn't that what he's doing anyway?
Yeah. But when they were showing it, I mean, obviously it's rough and it's behind the scenes stuff, but they interviewed Tom Holland and he's talking about how excited he is to do it again. And yeah, he's literally fighting on a tank and it looks pretty cool. The director of it directed Shang-Chi, so it's cool that he got another Marvel movie because he was going to do another film, but I think he's going to do The Kang Dynasty. And then that fell through. And then they gave him Spider-Man, which is cool because it's their biggest property now. So yeah, that's fun. I also got Lego sets that were released on Spider-Man Day. Oscorp, and which is my favorite one. But a close second was the train scene from Spider-Man 2. So you build a subway car and you have Pete holding the two webs on the side and Doc Ock on the top. It's a really cool Lego set. But I didn't know that the day Lego sets come out, the store is super busy.
Yeah. Scalpers and resellers.
See, I had no idea. Because it's a Friday, so I went before I went into work. I says, I'll have time to get 2 Lego sets. Who cares? And I remember walking into the Mills, and I came in at that 4.5 door, thinking I'm smart because everyone parks in the big parking lots. That one's kind of tucked away. And I go, holy shit. The line was almost right when you walk in, so it was about 3 stores deep. And I got in line. I said, man, is everybody here for Spider-Man? This is how much I don't know Lego at all. But
are they only available at the Lego store, or
no,
could you have gone to Target down there?
I'm sure I could have.
Yeah.
I just happened. I was like, I'm going to a Lego store because when you get stuff at Lego store, they give you points, which I didn't know. Apparently, I have $70 towards a Lego set, which is sweet.
That's a whole Lego set
because I really want the Krusty Burger, and it's $200. So
you're a little less than halfway there.
Yeah. So I don't know when I'll get it, but I don't have to save as much for it now. So I'm kind of stoked about that because I didn't know I got that much money for it. And the lady told me, said, yeah, last time you were in here, you got, what did I get? I got Endgame something. I got the Marvel Endgame, and it gave me 5 times the points. I had no idea. So that's cool. But I was talking to the guy in front of me, and there's also a new Transformer that came out that was really a lot of people wanted. And it's one of the ones from their fancy sets. It's not like they have the ones for everybody are 10 plus, and then they have the 18 and older ones, and that's what the Transformer was. But the really big one was the One Piece pirate ship, which I'd have never seen the anime. I don't know what it is. And the Batmobile. The guy in front of me is actually getting Batmobile, which I think was a Tim Burton one. So it's cool. I didn't know people were that excited about him. When the lady, and it's cool, the people at Lego are really nice. They came out and she said, "Hey, what are you looking for? I don't want you to wait in line all this time if we're sold out." And so she went down the line and she got to me. I says, "Oh, I'm here for Spider-Man." She said, "Well, what sets?" And I told her, she says, "Oh yeah, we have plenty of those." So I'm guessing they produced tons of the Spider-Mans, and then maybe I think it was Starscreamer. Was that the cassette guy?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, from Transformers. This is a really cool like Lego set, and the One Piece.
Oh, Soundwave.
Soundwave. There it is. Yeah. The One Piece was really impressive. I mean, it means nothing to me, but if you're a fan of the show, I mean, holy cow, it's a huge pirate ship, and had tons of minifigures with it. So
yeah, I think it's like most sets that have tons of pieces.
Yeah. It's, the
ship made out of one piece?
I'm trying to think of the one that took me the longest, because I've been building Lego a lot lately. It's a good stress reliever, and you can get really cheap ones. Lately, they're putting out a lot of Toad sets. Because Kellen, I got him the Mario one, and the Mario is really cool. So he can interact with all the Mario pieces. And so I've gotten the Toad house, which is Toad, and he has bananas and apples in his little Toad house. And what's the Nabbit, the little rabbit bandit guy? It's Nabbit, right?
Rabbit.
No, I think it's Nabbit, right?
Rabbids. The Raving Rabbids?
Because he's in New Super Mario Brothers, Luigi. Anyways, so I got that one, and then when I was at Target the other day, they had Captain Toad's camp. So I was really excited because I love Captain Toad, and that was only like $12. So it comes with a little Captain Toad figure, a little tent, and a Goomba, and a little bridge like the game where it kind of moves back and forth. So they're lots of fun. And that's the big movie news of the week. Spider-Man.
So that store had the Tim Burton Batmobile?
Yes.
Damn, that's been out for a while and I can't find it.
I think they redid it though, because the guy said it came out that day. Maybe it was. I think it was the Batman Forever one. Maybe, I don't remember.
The Batman Forever sounds right.
Does it sound right?
Yeah.
He said the Batmobile, and when I've been back, I haven't seen the Batmobile since I've been back one time. So
yeah, they've put out the Adam West one, the Burton one a while ago, and then I think the Forever one just came out. And
because that's the one with the fin, right?
Yeah, and like this like
kind of
skeleton looking thing, which passed, but yeah, I always regret not being able to get that Burton one. And they just put out the Wall-E set too. So
so I got I did get a Wall-E, but I got the it's actually a really cute set. It was only $10, but the Wall-E's maybe 3 inches tall, and it comes with an Eve too.
And then the little side character guy.
Yeah. So they're really, like I said, they're really great stress relievers. Yesterday I built a little Iron Spider-Man, and right now I'm building a mini Disneyland castle.
Magic Kingdom.
So I already have the Magic Kingdom one, but
now it's a different thing.
Yeah. So Magic Kingdom is Cinderella. At Disneyland, it's Sleeping Beauty. So the Magic Kingdom one comes with a little minifig of Mickey, and this one comes with a Sleeping Beauty minifig.
I've never noticed that they were different.
No.
And
the one in Florida is really big. It's 176 feet tall.
I figured they were both the castle and the logo.
Mm-mm.
Huh.
Nope. Now you know.
Yeah.
Cool. Spider-Man's the most important thing ever. We watch films.
Not next week.
Throughout the week, and a segment I call What We've Been Watching.
So, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Brad, what you been watching?
Nothing really. Like I said, I got nothing. I saw the movies we were supposed to see, and
busy with your own film.
Yeah.
And running around and doing stuff like that.
Yeah, making the poster, making the trailer, working. So yeah, I didn't. I probably watched some TV that I don't remember watching. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it, because sometimes, every once in a while I do take a break from movies.
Yeah.
Not because I still love movies more than anything, but sometimes your brain just can't handle, a story like that.
Yeah, I like sitting down and focusing, but
Yeah,
when I have a ton
exactly.
of work to do, I don't want to put on something I haven't seen before and then be like, what? Checking in. Oh, I didn't get my work done either. Great.
Yeah, so sometimes it's fun to go back and it's fun to go back and watch TV shows you love. I've started rewatching Parks and Rec, and when I rewatch that one show's pretty zany. It's a way more hyper reality than The Office ever was, because I literally watched The Office from beginning to end while I was building my Lego sets, and so now I'm doing Parks and Rec. So I get it. It's fun. Yeah, I didn't watch too much either. I rewatched A Quiet Place, and I watched it because my kid wanted to watch a scary movie. And, the struggle I always have is, I don't believe in censorship at all, but I also believe in not terrorizing him. So I have to find this balance. And A Quiet Place is more suspenseful, I think, than scary. But rewatching it, that movie's so well done. It's so small and contained that you kind of forget, not because the Quiet Place 2 or what's the one that just came out?
Day One.
Day One. Day One has a really grand scale to it, but the character moments are great. But it's kind of fun to go back to just the family and their struggles. And Emily Blunt is amazing in it, and John Krasinski is really great in it. And Kellen really liked it, so that was cool. And then I don't know when you were growing up, Brad. I used to go to Blockbuster, and I would just rent any horror film.
This is the experience I've never had
No,
before.
so did you go to Blockbuster and just rent shit all the time? I did.
Of course I did.
Okay, just asking. So sometimes movies that I thought were cool when I was a kid, and then they're put out by Vinegar Syndrome, and I go right away. Not that Vinegar Syndrome is a bad company, but they tend to lean more towards the really low budget B movies, and that's their niche. And it's really cool that they put this stuff out. So I remember as a kid, I loved this movie called The Cellar, because it had dealt with this Native American kind of demon that was living in a cellar.
The cellar.
And at the end, I always remember the end because the monster came up and tried to eat people. And that's my brain remembering it. So this came out a while ago on Vinegar Syndrome. I did not get the super fancy edition when it came out because I didn't know if I wanted to spend $50 on it, because I remember it, but I don't remember it. So that means to me that maybe it's not as great as my 9, 10-year-old self remembers it. So when they put out the standard edition, I said, you know what? $19. It doesn't have the fancy arc, but it has all this bonus features. So why not? And I got it, and my wife came down. She said, "Oh, are you going to watch a horror movie?" I said, "Yeah, it's this one when I was a kid called The Cellar. I think it's kind of cool, but I don't remember." And she said, "Oh, yeah, I'll watch it with you." I said, "Cool," because my wife works an overnight as an ER nurse, so she's always tired. So I put it in, and the first 10 minutes go by, and she gets up and says, "Yeah, this is a piece of shit." And she doesn't come back downstairs. And I watch it, and it's not as bad as my wife said it is, but it's not great. My 10-year-old self way hyped up this movie more than it ever could be. The monster still looks kind of cool in it. I always appreciate low-budget films that create a monster. Because back then, obviously, it's practical. So the special effects are kind of cool. The acting is garbage. But, like I said, the monster's cool. But he doesn't show up until the last 10 minutes of the movie. So getting there is a slog. But the making of it is really cool. It comes with 2 cuts of the film on the Blu-ray. And The director's cut is about 5 minutes longer, and it delves more into the supernatural aspect of the monster, which was cool. I was hoping that it was the director's cut because there's more gore, but is actually more story. So it was fun. And $17, maybe an $8 movie, but they did a 4K scan of it. It's not a 4K Blu-ray, but they did a 4K scan. They put really cool bonus features on it, so that to me is worth the price of the disc. And that's what I watched this week. Next week, Brad, we are seeing Weapons.
All right.
So that should be fun.
Fun? Or terrifying?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. Thanks, as always, for listening. And until next time, we'll see you at the movies.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot. A real nerd can follow the plot. And a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram at Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it.